You know what time it is, Geek Gang. It's time to get sauced up with another Yu Yu Hakusho reaction. The last episode, Yu Yu got confronted by subjects of Raizen, and he was like, "Look, we need you back home. Essentially, we need to train you up." Raizen's about, he's on that. He's in a scenario where he can either be taken out, or and the whole demon world is just gonna go upside down because you have two other people that are of his power level that are vying for a top spot. We need you back. You know what I'm saying? Either to, I'm not sure if he's gonna get Raizen's power or what's gonna go down. If he's just gonna assist in something, like they didn't really specify the whole, right? But we did find out that compared to the guys that he sent, Yusuke is not up to snuff against the guy that he fought. He was like, "Look, bro," he was like, "I'm an S tier and you're weaker than me. I'm just letting you know right now, like, no matter how much power you got right now, you're not where I'm at." So that's interesting. But then we had to have the goodbyes, the I'm out type of situation. I love the fact that he didn't say anything to Kuwabara. You know what I'm saying? He saw him. He was like, "You know what? I'm gonna let him do him." And I think because of their relationship, I'm glad that he didn't, because one or two things are going to happen. Either Kuwabara's going, "What the hell? Like, why didn't he say nothing to me? What? Nah, fuck that. I'm where he at. Let me," that sounds like a Kuwabara thing. Or he's going to be like, "Well, I'm going to do me. And then when he gets back, I'm going to have to, he going to have to catch a fade." It's going to be one of the two, right? So I'm excited about that, though. Him and Keiko's scenario, like their goodbye session, it was a good emotional moment, you know what I mean? Because Yusuke has been very he doesn't acknowledge how he really feels about Keiko, and he guises it in a way of sarcasm and play and all of that, as opposed to just coming out and really speaking his mind. But he does, just in a very indirect manner. And Keiko even said, he's like, "I love you. Like, we're gonna get married." And she just remembers all the times he said this, but just jokingly. But he really means it. You know what I'm saying? But it's in a guise of jokes. So she was like, "Look, she's like, I don't even know what to believe. Like, can you just give me a sign?" And you obviously him at the end, like, "Hey man, I'll be back," type shit, right? So and he knew that she was watching him. So it's one of those things where, it was a good goodbye. And I think those moments, especially in this anime, really drive home the writing, right? Because I've been critical of this series. I've been critical of every series that I actually really enjoy. And one of the things I had said, especially in the Dark Tournament arc, was I thought the fights were mid. And I know a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, you don't like it." And I was like, no, I didn't say I didn't like the series. I just said the fights were mid. Just mid fights, right? But the storytelling is fantastic. And this is one of those things that showcases how well the storytelling is, right? And shows the growth of Yusuke as a character, as an adolescent growing, becoming an adult, right? So it's one of those things that I really appreciate within this anime, as interpersonal connections with with all of the characters. The big thing is going to be what's going to go down with Kurama and Hiei. Because even Kurama was like, "Look, I'm not going to lie. Hiei is really the problem right now, because Hiei likes power. Hiei wants to be that guy." So he was like, "Look, if this dude's trying to take me in, just know I'm going to take this dude for everything he got. Everything he got." And I have a sneaking suspicion it's going to come down to one or two things. It's going to be Yusuke versus Kurama and Hiei, like a three-way, you know what I'm saying? Or they're going to find a way to unify Demon World somehow. You know what I mean? Because they're all going to be under one of the leaders. So, and how does Kuwabara fit into all this? Because Kuwabara is still part of their squad, regardless of the fact he's not a demon, but he is a part of their squad. So is he going to find his way to Demon World? What's going to go down? I'm very curious to see how this pans out. But yeah, man, I'm excited. We're going to get this thing popping, man. Make sure you guys smack the like, smack the subscribe. Weekly giveaways are still going. By the way, if you guys want to be notified for weekly giveaways, it will be strictly through the Phantom Troop from here on out, because me messaging you here on YouTube, people are taking way too long to respond to the messages. So it'll just be easier to do it there. So if you guys want to get your weekly Amazon gift card action popping, all you have to do, link in the description, link in the pinned comment, Join the Phantom Troop. It's absolutely free. It's just our form for Absolutely Geeked here. And you have the opportunity there as well to earn free Patreon content, which is really dope. So if you guys want to join the community there and also have the ability to win stuff here on YouTube, the entry is still the same. Leave a comment here. And then I'll be picking it at random, but I'll be messaging you guys over on the Phantom Troop. And if it's easier just to make sure your Phantom Troop name is what your YouTube name is, it might just be easier for everybody. But other than that, are you guys excited? You guys ready? I'm ready. I'm excited. That looks great. Well, like the animation this episode.
If you promise to finish reading this book on 20th century geopolitical shifts by morning.
Fine, I'll do it, I promise. Happy?
I'm ecstatic.
Yeah, I fuck with Kurama, bro. He's the man of his word, you know what I'm saying? So I really fuck with Kuwabara like that.
I'll tell Yukina you were too busy to see her.
Yukina's gonna be
But you're too busy to come tonight, right?
Oh.
Botan,
We better get a move on Botan.
away we go. Hey, get your asses back here.
Hmm.
Please forgive me.
She like, yo, I'm not trying to... Shizuo will fuck Botan up, bro.
What do you mean you're going back there?
Oh.
You said you wanted to go home, and now that you're here, you want to go back. Maybe you're just a spoiled brat who can't be happy anywhere. You don't know.
I told you, catch this fade, bro. You already know, bro. He's like, nah, you getting an ass whooping for this one, bro. What you mean, son? We been through it. That's...
I think I'll miss your weak-ass punches most of all, Kuwabara, so...
What about your duty to protect? In all your selfish plans, you've forgotten that you're still a spirit detective.
Is that what he's there?
He's not. That pesky little matter of the death warrant my father placed on his head.
There's a death warrant.
Yeah, I didn't want to make a big deal out of it, and I'm not using it as an excuse, but the fact that every second I spend here brings me closer to assassination does make Demon World pretty appealing.
Then how do you propose getting back to your precious homeland? In case you've forgotten, the border tunnel between Living World and Demon World has been sealed back up.
Then we'll just have to go and seal it again, won't we?
Who is this nigga?
Oh yeah, anytime you are.
Oh, shit.
You freaks wouldn't really open the whole of Demon World. What, just because you tools are too weak to kill him, you're gonna give him a free ticket to Demon World so he's out of your hair?
Yep.
I'm not going to deny that. Hi, Hiei.
I was personally invited to return to Demon World as well.
Come on, bro. What is going... Why, Funimation? Why, bro?
I am. I belong in...
Come on. What the actual fuck, bro? Ugh, this is so irritating.
So be it. After all, I always have wanted a rematch.
Maybe my destiny too.
Bitch, you in the bushes?
Kurama too?
My presence in Demon World has also been requested.
Listen, pal,
What do you want with me, you traitor?
study hard so you can get into that prep school.
How did you ever hear about that?
Keiko told me about it. Does anyone else think it's kind of ironic? That someone as strong as Sensui had to go through all that trouble to open up a hole to Demon World, but these little weak security guards can do it with barely a snap of their fingers?
You're meshy. I'm sorry, I just got some dirt stuck in my contact lens.
You don't wear contacts. He doesn't? The portal is ready now, sir.
Catch you later, guys.
He's packed a bag. Sleeping bag. Hold on. Why is fucking Pooh sitting there? Shouldn't Pooh be going with him? Okay. Oh shit, they moving.
Plan to
escort you here ourselves in a week.
You'll learn I do things on my own schedule, when and where I want.
Individually, they made these requests, and individually offered my father the same proposal. They each suggested it would be safer for Living World to have these powerful and potentially dangerous demons quarantined forever in Demon World.
This thing got all his eyes on his body.
Mighty King of the Spirit World bended to their whims and made a pact with the Lords of Demon World.
Are they moving?
Guys!
Bruh, these niggas is really running for days.
Here we are, Mr. Urameshi.
Niggas ran for 4 days, bruh. Why isn't he tired? This nigga is...
Incredible. We ran as fast as we possibly could, and yet despite our efforts to leave you behind, you not only kept up with us, but you did not break a sweat.
Now he's sweating.
Welcome, my son.
This nigga look tight, bruh.
You're too big and cool to give your old man a hug.
Fucking... fucking Chris Sabat. He like, bruh, you gonna kick my ass. Come on, bruh.
That's why I did it. For your own good, you ungrateful bastard.
Ha!
That you weakling like you.
I'll waste you!
Well, that sounds about right for a father-son reunion.
Had enough, boy.
He's still sitting there, bro.
Feeble.
Damn, bro. Your life is good enough for me. Oof.
Right. The low human diet's working wonders for you.
As for the matter of my throne, you'll have to get much stronger if you're to fend off my enemies.
Bruh.
First time, Yusuke has met
His daddy?
his ancestral father.
God damn.
Attempts to make Yusuke.
Bruh, I'm telling you right now, this shit is cold, bruh.
I return to the world where I belong.
This shit cold, bruh. Now I'm like, what the hell's gonna go down with Hiei and Kurama? You know, like, are we gonna get a time skip? That skippity skip?
And one of them is a boy. He is a curse upon all of us. My baby! I beg you, give him back to me!
So is that supposed to be Hiei? Or is he related to this nigga? This is interesting. Ooh, this is interesting. Same mom type shit?
The recently fired spirit detective confronted his dying ancestral father, who tested Yusuke's strength, only to tell him it
Use trash. Only to tell him, bitch, you ain't shit. Yeah, he gave him that business, bro. On the chill as well. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, they beating his ass.
Suggest you do not push yourself so hard, Yusuke.
So what are you punching bags waiting for? Attack me, damn it!
I'm starting to think he may be a bit stubborn.
The hell is that? Giant cockroach. This is Cockroach Mountain.
Liege requested, I unleashed 500 A-class demons, which, if you'll forgive me for saying, sounded excessive. But he's no doubt been killed by now.
Kieran, how long have you been my second in command?
It's been 250 glorious years.
500 A-class demons? I mean 1,000.
Pardon my insolence, but
I think we might be the only ones left. Let's go, we can get him.
Oh, shit. Bro, got your ass in the okie doke. Oh boy.
What a wait.
There's only one explanation. Hina must have snuck away from Ice World and met a man. How could that heartless douche
You met a
do such
man.
thing, endangering us all like that? The baby is always female, unless the mother has violated the laws of our society.
She's like, look, I want some
and
tip.
conceived the child with a man.
You are too young to understand how you have tainted us, but I have seen the horrors that men are capable of.
This is my sin.
It's supposed to be like the Amazons.
The girl is yours to keep, but the boy is a curse.
He's like, bitch, you give me a necklace and I'm out?
You've surpassed even my expectations, Hiei. But you'd still could go further. You lack motivation.
Go figure. After 6 months of this training, I still don't know what you want from me. You odd mummy.
You odd mummy.
If you beat him, I'll show myself, hiding nothing from you.
And he just has to die.
That's it.
It might be his number 2. Like, oh yeah, by the way, so you been my number 2 for how long? All right, cool. So go fight this nigga. That'd be hilarious if he fetched him on it, bro. Oh no.
You'll find this particular meaningless token opens many other doors. You'll have a much easier time finding what you seek.
Ooh,
I'll return in 5 minutes with you.
that's a vagina. Just so you guys are aware. I know walls when I see it.
Hairy beast.
An ice apparition sheds a tear, only one, at the moment she gives birth to her baby. When that tear crystallizes, it appears different from the ordinary Hiroseki stone and is given to the child.
I'm surprised you managed to keep it from that greedy human swine.
Even as a baby, my brother was surrounded by an intense flame. It was so intense that they wrapped him up in a sacred cloth and tucked his stone inside. That's what Miss Ree told me.
Would you please give that to him and tell him his sister is looking for him in Living World?
He's been missing for years, correct? What makes you think your brother isn't just dead?
I could tell that he understood every word we were saying, and he will come back for his revenge. When you come back, seeking the revenge that you and we deserve, please kill me first.
Wow. Please kill me first.
Offer to atone for what I'm about to do.
Not the okay. That shit cold, bro. That's some dark ass shit.
Only way our ice will. I think that's the sort of advice a girl might get from her brother.
Shigure, surgeon of the damned.
Shigure.
So how long have you been working for old Bandage Face?
Shortly after you left my services, Hiei. Performing a transplant's like giving new life. The process is a rebirth, so to speak. Afterwards, the patient's power is reduced to that of an infant. Yet here you stand before me, only a few years later, your power even greater than it was before the implant. Truly astonishing.
So he was stronger before he got the implant. Fuck, so then he got to restart.
Really been one for lots of bed rest or
Oh shit.
But I will refund my fee this one time if you can defeat me.
Oh.
That's very generous of you, but I told you before. I never had any intention of telling her I was her brother.
Bear yourself to me, and I will help you find your answer.
Interesting.
Armakuro's true intention.
Yo, this right here. Oh yes. Oh yes, yes. I'm digging this a lot. I like this right now, bro, because we're getting way more on Hiei. You know, we had heard initially that he had a surgery to get his Jagan eye. But what we did not know is that he had a crazy demon energy prior. But when you do a transplant of that nature, you basically become zero again and you start from scratch. So he's like, look, you stronger now than you were before you got the implant. So Hiei has potential to be easy. He's like, bro, you were already on your way to get to that level before the transplant, right? And you got to hit the reset button. So if he can get his little jewel thing, I wonder if that's going to reignite his, I guess, his underlying power that's already been there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I don't know, bro. This is kind of wild, though. Like, that's super crazy to think about. Yusuke, obviously, in his training regimen at the moment. I'm assuming next episode we're probably going to get a Kurama training situation, or we might finish this fight. I mean, the obvious is, like, obviously Hiei is probably going to beat this guy, right? But what is the benefit of that? Because, you know, Makuro was basically saying, like, look, if you do a certain thing or whatever, like, you can break through this ceiling, so to speak, that you're in right now to really tap into what you really have. So, and she sees, or he or she, because I think it's the same voice actor that plays Genkai, but was, like, basically saying, like, look, like, she sees something in him. So I don't know what exactly it is. They haven't really divulged what that is in the past or why he's so special. Kurama being Yoko Kurama, you know, obviously these guys have a ton of potential. So I even want to know what his backstory is of why that head demon is like, look, like, he's one of those ones that I need, right? So it's very interesting that they're there, but the other big question is going to be, how does Kuwabara fit into this whole thing? Because essentially they're all a team, right? So do you just cut out Kuwabara now for this because he's just completely outclassed? Or, you know, how does he play into it? What's Yusuke's, you know, training regimen going to, you know, grant him in the sense of being able to fight his dad? His dad's a fucking problem. And obviously, Makuro and the other demon are super crazy as well. We just haven't seen Hiei or Kurama fight them, so we don't know the scaling of that yet. But they're relatively close to Raizen from what they explained. So, interesting enough, though, man. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this in the comments. I'm very excited. Let's talk about it over in the Phantom Troop as well. I really want to get your guys' thoughts on this episode and where you guys think, you know, or maybe what episodes are coming up that I should be really excited about, because I'm really enjoying this part of Yu Yu Hakusho quite a bit. And if you guys are not in the Phantom Troop forum, make sure you guys click the link. That's where I'll be announcing all of the weekly winners here for the Amazon gift card giveaways I'll be doing every week. And also, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff that we're going to be doing over there, not to mention your ability to get free Patreon content over there. So just so you guys are aware. And yes, it's 100% free. So that's all I'm going to say. Patreon is still Patreon, and all my main Patreon content will still be there, but you'll have access to certain content over in the Phantom Troop as well. And then the polls and all that stuff and all the other cool things that we're doing over there it's just really fun. But other than that, man, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Geek Gang, we out this day.